Hello, class. I'm Caleb. How many of you enjoy ice cream? And what is your favorite flavor? I've been in this class for 6 weeks. I barely know you guys. I'd like to get to know you a little bit more. Just drop your favorite flavor in the comments. That would be awesome. Mine is deluxe chocolate chip ice cream from Kroger's. It's cheap and simple, and cheap for a college student. Have you ever wondered how ice cream was discovered, or who discovered it? Well, today I hope you learned something about the history of ice cream from this speech. Ice cream is a very tasty treat, and I hope by now we have all tried it. If not, you are kind of insane. The first ice cream like dish was first eaten in China during 618 AD. King Tang was the first king of the Shang dynasty in the history of China. King Tang had 94 icemen who helped make the first dish, and that was made out of bull milk, flour, and camphor. If you don't know what camphor is, it is basically a candle wax, which was in ice cream in its early developments, which is crazy to think that people would eat candle wax, but they did. Ice cream officially made its way to America in 1744 when a Scottish colonist visited the governor of Maryland and wrote about the delicious strawberry ice cream he had eaten there. From there, the ice cream invaded the White House, with President George Washington and Thomas Jefferson loving the treat on hot summer days. Yet ice cream remained a dessert for the upper class mainly through that time. There are many different kinds of ice cream as well. For example, sherbet is a frozen dessert made from sugar sweetened with the flavoring, typically fruit juice, fruit puree, wine, liquor, or honey. The terminology is not settled, but generally sorbets do not contain dairy ingredients, while sherbet do. Frozen custard is a cold dessert similar to ice cream, but made with eggs in addition to cream and sugar. It usually kept at a warm temperature compared to ice cream, and typically has a denser consistency. Soft serve is a frozen dairy dessert similar to ice cream, but it's softer and less dense due to the air being put into it during the freezing. Soft serve has been sold commercially since the late 1930s in the United States. The sundae. The sundae is an ice cream dessert that is typically consists of one or more scoops of ice cream topped with sauce or syrup. And in some cases, there's a lot of other toppings out there. Whatever you guys like, I don't know, you can imagine peanuts, marshmallows, cherries, or any other fruits, really. Go with it. I'm not a big sundae person. Snow cones are a variation of shaved ice or ground up ice, commonly served in paper cones or foam cups. Fun fact, if it's in a foam cup, it is commonly known as a snowball, which is different. I never knew that. The dessert consists of ice shavings, and the topping is usually, sorry about that. The topping is usually like a flavored sugar, syrup, artificial stuff. That's not good for you. The dessert there are many different flavors of the ice cream. In fact, that there are over 1,000 different flavors of ice cream. For example, some are banana cream pie, birthday cake, chocolate vanilla, black cherry, chocolate chips. Ice cream has had a very interesting past, from being eaten by American presidents to symbolizing morale in the Second World War. It all played a part in making ice cream the household staple that it is today. The history of ice cream is something that any lover of the frozen treat needs to know. Finally, in 1851, ice cream entered mass production. Jacob Fussell, a Pennsylvania milk dealer, decided the demand for this product was too unstable, so he opened an ice cream factory to make use of his household milk. The factory was an instant success. The mass production of ice cream suddenly made the treat more accessible to lower classes. Then in the late 1800s, The Industrial Revolution hit. Advances in refrigerators, steam power, and automobiles finally made it possible for ice cream to be transported and to be stored in masses. And that is the history of ice cream.